Here is question 1.249 from IRODOC from Dynamics of Solid Body. In this question, it is given that a uniform disk of radius r is spun with the angular velocity omega and then carefully placed on a horizontal surface. How long will the disk be rotating on the surface if the friction coefficient is equal to k? The pressure exerted by the disk on the surface can be regarded as uniform. So let's solve this question. So this is the diagram of the corresponding figure. Here this is a disk, uniform solid disk, and we can take a small cylindric, a small ring area at a distance r from the center of the disk and of the thickness dr. Now we can solve this question through by a number of steps. So let us step 1. At step 1 we have to determine the torque. We have to determine the torque acting on the disk due to force of friction. About the center of the disk. Center of the disk. Let us consider a ring element of radius r and thickness dr. Whose center is at C. Let this is the center. Whose center is at C. So mass per unit area. Now step 2. In step 2 we will calculate the mass per unit area. Mass per unit area of the disk, which is equal to sigma equal to total mass m divided by total area, m divided by pi r square. It is the mass per unit area. Now mass of the considered ring. Step 3. Mass of the considered ring is equal to dm, and this dm is equal to density into dA, and dA is the area of this section, and as you know, area of this section equal to 2 pi r dr. So we can write dm is equal to 2 pi sigma r dr. Now step 3. In step 3 we have to calculate the normal reaction on the considered ring. Normal reaction on the considered ring. So normal reaction on the considered ring will be dN, and this dN is equal to G into dm. If we substitute its value, then we will get that will be equal to, implies that dN will be equal to 2 pi sigma g r dr. Now step 4. At step 4 we have to calculate the force of friction due to this ring element. So force of friction due to this ring element will be is equal to dF, and dF is equal to k into dn. So that will be 2 pi sigma g k into r dr. Now step 4. Step 5. Now at step 5 we have to calculate the torque. So the torque of friction force on the ring about C. Torque of friction force on the ring about C will be equal to d tau. Now this d tau is equal to r into df, and this value will be equal to r kg dm. So our d tau will be equal to r kg dm, which is equal to r kg into 2 pi sigma r dr, which is again equal to 2 pi kg sigma r square dr. Now net torque. Now step 6. At step 6 we will find the net torque. This net torque will be equal to summation of all the small torques, or integration of all the small torque. So our net torque on the disc, due to friction about C will be equal to tau, which is equal to integration of d tau. So tau will be 2 pi kg sigma integration of r square dr. If you calculate this value, then it will become 2 pi divided by 3 into kg sigma r cube. So this is the calculation for net torque. Now step 7. At step 7 we will apply the dynamic relationship. By dynamic relation, angular deceleration will be equal to alpha, which is equal to I divided by tau divided by I. Now as we know, the value of tau is this, and value of I is equal to half mr square. So from this value, if we put the value here, 2 pi divided by 3 kg sigma r cube divided by half mr square. So our net value of angular deceleration will be alpha equal to 2 pi divided by 3 kg sigma r cube multiplied by 2 divided by m r square. So that value will be equal to r cancel, and if we put the value of sigma, then it will be 2 pi divided by 3 kg r divided into, and value as we found the value of sigma equal to m divided by pi r square, and there is 1 by m, so this m get cancelled and this pi get cancelled, there will be 1 r. So our net value of alpha will be alpha equal to 4 kg divided by 4 kg divided by 3 r. So this is our net value of angular acceleration. Now next step 8. At step 8 we will calculate the value of t. So from dynamic relationship we know omega equal to omega naught minus alpha t, and when omega equal to 0, t equal to t0. So from this equation we can write when omega equal to 0, 0 equal to omega naught minus alpha equal to 4 kg divided by 3r into t naught. So from this equation we can write 4 kg divided by 3r into t naught is equal to omega naught. So from this equation we can again write, so value of t naught is equal to 3 equal to omega 0 divided by t naught will be equal to omega 0, 3r omega 0 will be equal to 3r omega naught divided by 4 kg. So this is our required value for finding the time. So we can conclude that the disk will rotate up to time 3r omega naught divided by 4 kg to stop by force of friction.